But I think one of the biggest ones we do face when we're young is, do we follow our dream or not?
Hmm. Yeah, that's something that everybody faces. Especially then, nowadays kids seem to know what they want to do when they're 5.
Yeah.
When we were
Yeah.
younger, it was like, what? We've changed careers many times in our lives. But
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah. But you wove in a lot of the history and all the elements of the 50s to make everything come to life. It was very descriptive. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I tapped into a lot of the struggles that women had in that decade with stepping into the role that was expected of them of wife and mother
Hmm.
and, stay at home and be Betty Crocker. And,
Hmm.
it wasn't encouraged for you to really go out and have a career per se. You went to college to meet a husband and basically.
Yeah.
uh yeah, so it was really, really pushed in that direction. And of course, the media, the magazines, the everything totally geared that advertising toward that, because a lot of women had entered the workforce during the war,
Hmm.
and now they wanted them to go back home and be in the house so that the men coming home could have jobs.
Yeah.
So they really swayed that, you know, and then, with the appliances and all of that. So yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen some of the
yeah.
marketing that they used to
So
do.
I really tapped into that. I mean, I have, like, the girls are just about as adverse as the guys. I have one girl, Anne, who's being pushed toward that very, very hard by her parents, and they want her to marry this guy that she doesn't necessarily, and she wants to become a teacher.
Hmm.
They're like really pushing her, and of course she falls in love with one of the hound dogs, and so that's another problem because he's not the boy next door. So so yeah, so she struggles with that, and then there's Marcy, who's very independent and very out on her own. She rents a room at the boarding house and has a job at the coffee shop, and she's very independent and uh secure. She's very self-assured and everything, confident. She's very confident.
Hmm. Do you have any favorite characters?
My favorite character is John because he is he just goes with whatever. He just flows in the wind. He just does what he wants to do, what he wants, when he wants to do it, says whatever he wants, and he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. And I would love to be that person.
I was
So,
just gonna say, is that
yeah,
what you're thinking that you're like? Yeah, I can see that.
I would love to be that person, but I'm not. I was very much the wallflower and don't say a word and follow the rules to the letter and don't cause problems. I mean, I think the older I've gotten, the more outspoken I've become.
Hmm.
But I sure wasn't like that when I was younger. I was very, very timid.
Yeah, yeah, all of us were, but yeah, I can see that in you, wild person inside, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's another podcast. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I've had my moments, that's for sure.
That's
Yeah.
great. So the in hard dogs, hard days night. What is it called
It's
again?
hard dogs night.
Hard. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say. So hard dogs night. Is that
Yeah.
different than how's that different from the first one? What do they accomplish
Yeah,
in it
well, it's a
about that?
continuation of the first book. The first book kind of sets the main foundation for the series.